Just like that. More confusion than actual boxing action, I'd say, Bobby.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what they're waiting on now. I guess the referee has to address exactly what happened and why it happened. But I thought the referee was stopping the fight when he first separated Tyson from Savarese, and that's when Mike jumped right around him and hit Lou anyway. And I don't understand why.
Mike Tyson humiliating Lou Savarese here in Glasgow, Scotland. As referee John Coyle, you just saw, stops the fight. 38 seconds after it started. Let's get the official announcement, we hope, from Jimmy Lennon Jr., our ring announcer. Well, Jimmy apparently not ready to make at least the official announcement. Well, they're yelling from the Tyson corner, his cheerleader Crocodile. Tell him Lennox is next and that Mike Tyson is ready for Lennox Lewis. I know Tommy Brooks was telling us as Tyson bows to the crowd and hears it from the crowd. Tommy Brooks wanted Lennox Lewis next. He didn't even break a sweat.
No, I don't believe he did, and he's not going to get one now. It's cold out here.
That's for sure. It's about 45 degrees. And Mike Tyson makes very, very quick work of Lou Savarese. Didn't you think this thing was going to go at least a couple of 2, 3, maybe even 4?
I thought that it really had no chance of going 3 full rounds. That was my honest opinion. I told people who asked me earlier, I really didn't think that Lou was going to take his speed into account or his power and his strength accurately. I thought based on some of the things they said, Steve, they being his trainer dressed Jesse Reed as well as Lou, that no, it just wasn't going to go. It wasn't going to go 2 rounds. I thought he might get outside the first one.
And the crowd is not saying Lou, they're saying boo.
This I don't know.
They are booing Savarese as he makes his way back to the dressing room. That's what the booing was in the background. Looks like we're ready to go right now with the official word from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 38 seconds in round number 1. Our referee in charge, John Coyle, stops the contest, and the winner, Iron Mike Tyson.
Yes, there's always controversy, always confusion with Mike Tyson, who's standing by with Jim Gray. Jim?
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Steve. Mike, was that your shortest fight ever?
I bear witness there's only one God, and Muhammad's blessings and peace be upon him as his prophet. I dedicate this fight to my brother, Darabam, who died. I'll be there to see you. I love you with all my heart. All praise be to my children. I love you. Oh God, man, what?
Is this your shortest fight ever? In any time, amateur, professional, ever?
Assalamu alaikum, Maida. I don't know, man. Yeah, Lennox Lewis. Lennox, I'm coming for you.
Mike, is it frustrating to train like you did and then have this in 7 or 8 seconds?
For this fight, I only trained probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks for this fight. I had to bury my best friend, and I dedicated this fight. I wasn't going to fight. I dedicated this fight to him. I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lennox is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Are you saying now, Mike? All right, Steve, you guys could decipher that, and we'll move on from here.
All right,
back to you.
Thank you very much, Jim Gray. The old Mike Tyson resurfacing, but let's keep one thing in mind. It was Lou Savarese he just beat. It wasn't Rocky Marciano. It wasn't Muhammad Ali. It wasn't Joe Louis. It wasn't Joe Frazier. We have to keep it in perspective. Let's get it back to Jim Gray. This should be interesting with the referee, John Coyle.
All right, thank you, Steve. John Coyle. John, did you, well, tell us what happened from your vantage point here.
Well, I gave Savarese every chance after the count. I waved him to box on. He took several good headshots over in this corner here, and he had gone. As far as I was concerned, I was needed to protect him. I shouted, stop boxing, dived in, Mike says he didn't hear me, but he must have missed me as well, because I was in between the two of them. But anyway, all's well that ends well. The boy was fine afterwards.
So you feel as though he didn't hear you. We're going to take a look at it right here. You feel as though he didn't hear you when you got in between, and then he got a shot in after you had gotten in between them.
That's right, yeah. But the fight was over. Once I said stop boxing, the fight was finished. That was the knockdown, obviously.
And that wasn't much of a shot, really. It doesn't appear to be.
It was a high on the head, though. High on the temple, I think you'll find that was. Had a big effect. Big effect.
All right, John, and then he gets back up as we continue to roll through the fight. You're giving him a count. His eyes are clear and ready to fight in your estimation?
Well, I gave him every chance. He wasn't, as I would have thought, steady on his legs in my way of thinking, but I gave him every chance. Now, there we are. That's the shot. When I decided to go in, stop boxing, I pushed
Are you trying not to get hit there?
No, I'm getting my head out of the way. Of course I am. But that was the point. I decided the fight was going to be over.
And right there, that's where Mike comes in.
All right, no problem.
Okay, not a problem. All right. It's not a problem with you, then it shouldn't be a problem with anyone else.
No, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. All right, John Coyle. His thoughts on the fight. Steve, back for yours.
All right, Jim. Well, I want to ask Bobby Ches for his opinion. Do you think the stoppage by referee John Coyle was justified?
I think it was pretty close to justified, if not completely justified. Lou was hurt. You can see his head was getting whacked around a little bit. He wasn't steady on his feet, Steve, but I'll tell you what, I'm a little concerned with the fact that Mike jumped over the referee. That does concern me a little bit. I'm not completely sure that his mental transmissions to his body are working perfectly.